Hello guys. It's been a while since well not I guess, but it's been really a while that I have uploaded a new video. So let me start by saying, thank you so much for your patience and for your support, even though I haven't had a vlog or a video for about 3 weeks now. I did not realize that I was holding my breath, so to speak. Um, as you guys probably know that, I not to mention that I am working like let me see, 60 hours, 50 to 60 hours a week. Also at the same time I was kind of in a way stressing. So my niece, my well, of course it's just kind of like, giving you guys an update, right? We all know that it's really kind of difficult. All of us Filipinos, we really would like to you know um, get get a job abroad. And so you guys heard of me talking about my niece, that she is a nurse, and she was working at the COVID unit in Manila for like 2 years. So while she was working at the COVID unit, I think she has like three COVID actually incidents all that time, even though she is like fully vaccinated, and she actually have four shots altogether. So she's fully vaccinated, and then she has two boosters already. But then, once, that's what they says, once you have that, you kind of get it so often now and then. So, well, that's beside the point too. But so while she was working at the COVID unit in Manila, she was kind of like looking also, like, how to like apply abroad and things like that. So she, of course, she's saving as much as she can, being tight and all that. Because, even nurses in the Philippines really does not kind of like make a good money. I mean, it's good, but not as good when you're working abroad. So she was kind of really trying her best to kind of apply abroad. So she ended up applying for Australia. So it took, I think she started her application way back in May, her inquiries, because she cannot go anyway, unless she finishes her contract from that agency that hired her to work at the COVID unit or in Manila during those peak of the pandemic. But anyway, she was starting to do some inquiries and gathered all her papers together, like requirements, so that she can apply abroad. So there's one agency that she was kind of able to locate and get some information. So that is for going to Australia. So this is like I said, it started in May. So she did all, while she's working, she did all her application and all that too. And of course, she has to do it in her own. She has to, guys. She has to. I mean, I was kind of like, on the background, kind of like trying to like, oh, hope in a way, like I said, holding my breath, that hoping that she will get a visa. And first, Australia, most of them, like, the common visas that Australian government is kind of giving away, that you can easily get, I should say, is a student visa. So that means you go there, you go to school, but before that, you have to kind of like get your credentials, transcript and all that. And then the agency will kind of figure out what is best for you to go to Australia. And so, oh, by the way, guys, tuition in Australia, of course, especially when you are an international student, so to speak, it's expensive. The university, it's like 30,000 excuse me, 30,000 Australian dollar a year. So that's for university. So of course she can't afford that, right? So she ended up applying for like a technical college in Australia. So she ended up enrolling in one of those technical school in Australia, and then so the agency did process and everything. So to make the story short, she got approved to be, she got approval to enroll in one of the technical or vocational colleges in Australia, actually in Brisbane. So with that said, then I think like 2 months after she started application, she got approved, she got enrolled. And so there's another 2 months that the waiting process for the visa. So finally, guys, finally in middle of September, she finally got her visa approval. And she always like, Tita, I got my approval. I can fly now anytime. I was like, good for you. You work hard for it. You save all your money for it. And then, it's your time to get out of the Philippines, so to speak. It's not that we don't really want to leave the Philippines because it's like we like our country, we like to work there, we like to live there, but it's just that the wages, the cost of living has skyrocketed. Inflation, not inflammation, guys. Inflation, that is very bad. But to get out of the Philippines is kind of like the thing to get out of of the circumstances we're in. So anyway, I said, go ahead. I mean, hey, you got it. You might as well fly and all that. So finally, guys, she landed in Australia about 2 days ago, right? 2 days ago. So she was going to send me some few videos of the airport and all that, but anyway, it does not, from her video or from her phone to mine, it will not give a good resolution. But the reason I'm just kind of like sharing you this information, because like I said, I did not realize that I was kind of holding my breath, so to speak. So like I said, I didn't realize that I was kind of in a way stressing as well, and that is why I'm not able to think. I cannot think of content. I cannot think. So I was just like, I'm just gonna let it go for now. Like I said, it's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks pretty much that I was kind of like trying to gather myself together. So now that she finally landed in Australia, it's kind of makes me kind of feel, I kind of breathe a little, even though guys, she did hit on her own. She actually saved whatever pennies she has, so that she can finance, actually, because she can finance that, that her dreams. So in a way, she is or has been chasing her dreams too. So finally, that dreams of going abroad, it kind of, for now, that's the first step. Because even though she's a nurse, for now she cannot work as a nurse in Australia because she's on a student visa. But ever since she landed in Australia, at least I have a friend. I was kind of like in communication with my friend too. I was like, please, would you please pick up my niece from the actually I did not even have to beg her. She volunteered, and that was so nice of her to offer to pick up my niece. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. But of course, shout out to your friend. So yeah, she did pick up my niece, and then she took her grocery shopping. That is so nice. I mean, I am just so blessed that most of my friends, my face, I really for now, I don't care too much, even though I should care, but it's okay. One of these days, But anyway, I am just so blessed that pretty much all of my friends are that, just like that. They extend themselves to help me out, and even to my family. And even when the COVID started, my family has been victim. I have a brother-in-law that died of COVID, and then my friends in Australia were giving me some kind of financial support, things like that. So like I just cannot thank them enough. And that's what they said. That's what friends are for. There's actually almost like more than a friend to me. There are kind of sisters too. So, and they extend themselves and all that. I have friends over here and in Australia and in the Philippines that they are really like right there, ready to extend themselves and ready to help me out. So with that said, that's kind of like a nice feature too. So I have been like communicating or talking to her every day. I was like, so how is it, how's your first day, how's what did you do today? Things like that. She probably was thinking, you're choking me, so to speak. But anyway, it's just part of, like, I guess, I feel like I need to check on her. And she's new, right? Bagong salta. And so we just kind of laugh. I mean, she laughed too, but anyway, it's just like, I think that's my nature, keep checking everybody, making sure everybody is okay and things like that. And two is that Australia being down under, their weather, they have 4 seasons also, but it is reversed from the United States, because like per se right now we are fall. That means we're going to winter in December. Australia, they are in spring, and they are going summer on December. So I was like, is it hot there? And then she says, no, actually I am cold. And I said, really? I mean, I said, aren't you used to have air conditioning, at the, at work and all that stuff? And she says, I know, Tita, I know, I'm used to it, but somehow the natural coldness of the air, it's different from air conditioning. I was like, okay. She said that my friend took her to the mall and grocery shopping and stuff, and she says everybody's walking around, they have like on a shorts on and skimpy clothes and all that because they're hot. And then she says, Tita, I was wearing actually she says, I have almost like 3 layers. I'm wearing my hoodies. And she said, but yet I am still shivering. So those are one of the things that kind of will really help make you understand how even that just the weather change can affect you. And yeah, you seems like, and even myself, when I first came to United States about 29 years ago, I was like, oh yeah, I can do that. But then when you're in, it's just kind of like, so it's like, oh, I really need to bundle up, I really have to layer some more on. And so like last night I called her, I said, so do you have enough blanket? And she says, yeah, my landlady at least gave me a quilt, so I'm good. but they have the ceiling fan going, at the boarding house. And then she said when no one was there but herself, she says, I went ahead and turned off the ceiling fan. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, but you cannot do that when people is around. So you just have to layer it up, bundle up, and do what you need to do so that you don't get sick. Because when you first get into a change of temperature or change of climate, you will eventually get sick. And she doesn't need that. She's pretty much by herself then, in a way. So anyway, it's just kind of like one of the short stories, like I am so proud that she was able to finally landed in Australia, and she's young, guys, and that's why I think that's why I'm kind of worried also, because she's only 25. I know she's been through a lot, I know that for sure, but still, you know, age wise, in a new country, total different country, where you don't you leave your family behind and things like that. It's different. You have to be tough to do all that. So I just keep saying my niece, I say, just hang in there, you know, just do the best you can do. Don't hang on, or like hang out, I should say. Don't hang out with the wrong people. Just keep close to my friends there, and you know, you can make your own friends, but make sure that you pick and choose, and staying with my friends, you know, I think that's the safe way to do. But you know, I can only tell her so much too. But anyway, guys, I will give you an update of that also, but I'm hoping that this month I will be able to get some more, you know, do some more vlogs, so that I can keep you posted as well of what's going on, my family and everything else. So guys, I really appreciate you hanging in there in my channel and supporting my channel. Hopefully you guys have a good day, and you have a good week, and good the rest of the year, because actually there's not a whole lot left for this year. There's only what, about 7, if not 7 weeks left, and then the New Year's will be here. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I appreciate you guys a lot. Bye.